Yeah, well, we'll start out with 83 weeks. Obviously, I'm doing that show with Conrad Thompson. I think there's been a pretty good buzz about that. We've been talking about doing this now for about a year. We were actually talking about doing it back when I was doing the show with Nick Hausman. But, at the time, I didn't want to make a change for a variety of reasons. And I was still kind of understanding the podcast world from the business side of things. And back when I decided in October, November to kind of take a hiatus, and all that was going into the Thanksgiving, Christmas holidays. I knew I was going to be traveling a lot, both for business and for the holidays. And I just didn't want to have to worry about producing a podcast every week. So initially I thought, well, I'm just going to go on hiatus for a little while. And then after a couple of weeks, I thought, I don't really want to come back and do this because I don't feel great about it. And that's when Conrad and I started talking. And look, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little nervous about it. Yeah, nervous isn't the right word. I can't think of a better word, so I'm going to go with nervous. Conrad has a style. I liken Conrad to a prosecuting attorney. In a serious trial, he digs, and he digs from 3 or 4 or 5 different angles all simultaneously. He's really good at what he does. And what makes him good is not because he's persistent and not because he's not afraid to ask whatever question comes to his mind. He's got no filter when it comes to questions. But he does his research. And, I have issues from time to time with where he gets his research from, but he comes prepared to fight. So it's going to be intense. It's going to be challenging. I'm not used to being challenged too much unless I'm talking to a banker or my wife or somebody or in business, But, when it comes to wrestling, I'm not confronted too often, and I expect this to be pretty confrontational. And I think it's going to be entertaining because of that. The show, I'll give you a little bit of a scoop here. I don't know when this is going to air, but there's a good chance. Let's put it this way. Don't be surprised if the first show doesn't drop within a week. But based on some of the calls that I've had today and some of the emails I see flying back and forth as recently as about an hour ago, it looks like we're gearing up to drop a show sometime in the next 7 days.